Good morning. Today I thought I would take you through a productive day in my life. Burnout is real. I'm perpetually stressed out, but of course I need to be productive. So I like to take a balanced approach to things. As soon as I wake up, I have a huge glass of water that kind of helps to wake me up and it feels great. I roll out of bed and walk Effie. How cute does she look in her little sweater? I'm just obsessed with her and I love having a dog because it forces me to get outside and it's just sweet. Best part of my day. I tend to wake up quite early. I like to seize the day. I like to carpe the diem because I love my morning routines. I love my morning rituals and I like to take that time just for myself in the morning. Let's hop in the shower. Nothing like a hot shower in the morning to wake you up. I'm not washing my hair today. Girlies, you understand. I just did not have that in me. As soon as I get out, I dry myself off with my fresh fluffy towels that I washed the night before. Always feels so good. And immediately after that, I apply my favorite body oil, my Mirror Water Smooth Body Oil. It is best applied on damp skin. Of course, I breathe in those essential oils that are actually in there to help you feel more grounded. While I let that sink in, I just pop my robe on. Jump scare, let's look at my skin. I'm 34 years old. I'm starting to feel like my skin isn't maybe as plump as it used to be. I'm noticing some fine lines around my eyes and on my forehead. Every morning, without fail, I use an LED mask. I am genuinely so excited to talk about the new Shark CryoGlow LED mask. I have tried a lot of LED masks, okay, but this one is special. It's actually the UK's first light therapy mask to offer under-eye cooling technology. So while you're doing your LED mask, you're also getting that icing, as I used to use those ice globes under my eyes, but now it's just all in one. There are programs for dealing with aging concerns, blemishes, there's a maintenance routine, plus the Insta-Chill cold technology for depuffing and reviving the under eyes can be applied to any program that you choose. Usually I like to wear my mask as soon as I'm out of the shower and I just use that time to check my phone, reply to my texts, check my emails, etc. There were clinical trials done and in just 4 weeks, users saw an improvement in fine lines, a reduction in wrinkles, more radiant and luminous skin, improvement in the appearance of pores, and improvement in skin firmness, and generally just firmer and brighter skin. But usually I just put my phone down and do a little mini meditation while the mask does its work. This is what my skin looks like straight after using the mask. It's like instant results. Truly, if you're not an LED convert yet, I mean, what are you waiting for? It's my non-negotiable in my self-care routine. Right, moving on. When I am having a productive work from home day, I still like to put a little bit of effort into my appearance, but not too much, I'm gonna be real. Even though I'm not really seeing anyone today, I like to put on a little bit of makeup. You can see I had a little incident there with the Rhode blush, but we made it work. I love wearing super comfortable clothes, so I have this warm pink jumper on, which is a beautiful color. It makes me feel happy. Went in with a little Glossier boy brow, and then I used a Clé de Peau lip balm, which is tinted in pink. I find pink on a gray day just helps me get through. Making the bed is something that I never skip. It somehow makes me think, okay, the day has started. Let's do this. So I just put any of my little clothes away, make the bed. It always feels good. Normally the night before I have time to like clean and tidy my mess, but I have had the craziest week and there is just stuff everywhere. So you'll see soon we're gonna have a little cleaning spree. But first things first, a nice cup of tea. You guys know how much I absolutely love tea. And I always take around sort of 15 minutes to do a little bit of journaling. I try to do this every single day, even if I feel like I've got nothing to journal about. For instance, sometimes I might even write, I don't really want to think about any of my real problems right now. I'm kind of stressed out because I have to do this and this and this today. But if I just stay focused, I'll be able to get it all done. And it's almost like a little pep talk for myself. I have loads of laundry to do, so I took my sheets out that I washed earlier that morning and started another load of laundry. This is why I like to wake up early, people. I feel like I get the most of my stuff done between like 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. Once the laundry is on the go, it's time to tackle the office. So I hate having a messy desk and a messy office, but I was just just doing a million things last week and didn't have a chance to get my life together, basically. So before I do anything, in order for me to be productive, I have to have a clean space. Clean doesn't necessarily mean like there's no clutter around. For me, it just means like organized chaos. I once heard that a messy desk is the sign of a genius, and that's what I tell myself when I look at my desk. I like to have my little bits around, but there has to be some sense to the chaos. Time for me to sit at my desk and work all day until lunchtime. At lunchtime, I always take the time to go for a mental health walk. I love to bring Effie, and you see cute things like these 2 little ducks that live in the park near my flat. Like, how cute is that? And then on the way home from my mental health walk, I always try to get my 10,000 steps. I go and pick up my mail. I get a lot of mail, and this is my cute mail room. Effie does not like being on the lead in the mail room because there's music that plays and she gets scared, and so I don't know, I can't explain it. She just likes to be off the lead. And my mail room is cool because you just type in the code that gets sent to your email and then you get your mail. This box was so heavy, story of my life. I needed to get some products sent to my flat so I could put them in my car so that I could bring them to an event I'm hosting tomorrow. Back to my flat, I quickly mist my plants. I don't do this every day, but I've been meaning to do it. They seem to really like it, and I don't want to overwater them now that it's getting a little bit chilly. Plant people will understand this is actually a calming ritual. I got this little spray bottle from Amazon. It's like a continuous misting spray, and it is just get one. I feel like I'm cleaning all the time, but I just like having a clean and organized space. So I did some hoovering, I unloaded the dishwasher, and of course it is lunchtime. I need to have some lunch. I love having omelets for lunch with a green juice. And then it is back to my desk. I had some meetings this particular afternoon, so I popped on those headphones and started chatting, started yapping, and we made some good progress there. I just finished work for the day. It's like 6:30. Yeah, 6:30. 6:26. I can't believe how dark it is. Like in London right now, I swear it's like starting to get dark at like 3 o'clock, but it was a particularly dark, rainy day today. After I got back from my mental health walk today, it started pouring, and I was like, okay, I'm really glad I got out when I did, because otherwise I would have been soaked. Yeah, I wanted to just talk about like being productive, because sometimes I don't feel productive. Sometimes I feel like I'm not getting anything done and I'm not doing anything, and I can be really hard on myself. But I wanted to share some tips with you because I do juggle a lot of different projects at the same time. I have my brand Mirror Water. It's a well-being brand, so we have bath and body care products, and that is a huge focus for me. And then the other side of what I do is obviously like content creation stuff, but also I do consulting, and I also have my jewelry collaboration with Daisy Jewellery. So that's another project that I focus on throughout the day. And then occasionally like I speak on panels, and I'm just like always getting like random opportunities through. I think the main thing that I would like to talk about is, sorry, you can tell it's the end of the day. I'm like, what do I want to talk about? It's time blocking. So time blocking is something that I haven't always done. I think something that I find really fatiguing is switching between different topics. So in a given day, I could be working on product development, operations stuff, so like getting products from the UK to the US. I could then be thinking about my jewelry collaboration and trying to be creative about that. I could be planning an event like a pasta dinner, which is something that I'm working on planning right now. Then I could have an email from my agent saying that this brand wants to work with me and what are my thoughts. So my brain can be flipping back and forth so many different subjects, and I feel like each time my brain has to reset. So something I found really helpful is time blocking. So time blocking, I don't do it like according to any method. This is just what I've found works. I've started flagging all of my emails. So if I have an operational email, I'll put it in my operations folder. If I have a product development one, I'll put it in my product development folder, and so on and so on. I'll do that for everything. So if it'll be like a jewelry email, put it in my jewelry folder. And what I'll do is I'll look at my schedule and I'll say, okay, I have 3 hours until my next meeting. I'm gonna spend 20 minutes replying to the jewelry stuff, and that could also be like going on Daisy's Instagram, looking at the posts, replying to anyone that's posted wearing my jewelry and like that sort of stuff. So that's like 20 minutes for Daisy. Then no matter what, I time it and I move on to the next thing, operations. And I'll be like, right, let me deal with all these operations things. That'll probably take me a bit longer. That'll be like an hour, but I'll mentally allocate how much time I think it's gonna take beforehand. So then I'll deal with as many operational things as I can deal with in that hour. And I'll just like go through my schedule that way instead of going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It has helped me so much, not only with my productivity, I'm getting so much more done, but it's also helped me a lot with just like how I feel by the end of the day. I don't feel as tired, I don't feel as stressed, I don't feel as overwhelmed. So I just wanted to share that in case it could help anyone, because it genuinely has like changed the way I work. Now that it's the end of the day, I don't do much. Like, I live by myself, I cook dinner for myself, and I just do things that I want to do, whether that's continue working and working on a few other projects. I find I get a little bit more creative at night. I'll obviously have, you know, probably a bath one night in the week. I enjoy that. But just like I schedule my life, like my productive time, I schedule my chill downtime. So I always like to say rest is productive. And I really do believe that. Like, resting is so good for you and it helps you be a better person. If we just were like go, go, go all the time, like we wouldn't be able to maintain that. So I take my rest very seriously and I consider it like part of my schedule. Last night, for example, I did hot yoga. To me, that felt like the best thing for me to kind of like wind down. I was like particularly stressed yesterday. But tonight, I think it's gonna be more of like a chill one. So I'm just gonna maybe like tidy up the flat a little bit more and watch The Real Housewives and hang out with Effie, have some dinner. I'm really enjoying reading right now, so I'll probably just read my book. I really love my evenings. So that is a productive day in my life. Obviously, every day is different. Some days I have to like go out into the city and do that sort of thing, but like these sort of days are my favorite, where I'm just at home doing things that I like doing in my loungewear. I would love to know what a productive day in your life looks like. Whenever I have a day like this, I'm like, I am on top of things until I have a mental breakdown and then I'm like, I need another productive day to just get my life in order.